The fear of failure. How many times have you looked at your life and thought, I don't want to do that because I'm going to fail? Whether or not you're thinking about being a Beachbody coach, you're a brand new Beachbody coach, or you've been doing it for a while, or you're not a coach at all. Either way, this video are the steps that I take in failing forward. What do I mean by failing forward? A while back, I read a book by John C. Maxwell that was called just that, Failing Forward. Sometimes I think we sit back in life and look at others be successful. They reach their dreams, they reach their goals, they go after things, while others just live neutral, mediocre, average lives. What's the difference? What gives? Have you ever asked yourself that? I truly believe a big portion of it is this: embracing failure, not worrying about failing, but learning from it. I think you stand at that point of either failing forward or failing backwards. What do I mean by that? When you fail backwards, you don't take responsibility. You put responsibility onto someone else for your failure. But rather, when you fail forward, you take full responsibility and learn from it, and you move forward. Failing backwards would be making the same mistakes over and over again and not learning from them. Failing forward is learning from them and going, I'm going to get better at this, I'm going to do better next time, and having a plan in action. Next, you could quit. That's failing backwards. Failing forwards is persevering, knowing that the character that's being built in those times when you're down is going to be used to create your character and make you stronger as a person. Being limited by mistakes is failing backwards. Rather, take the risk. Take the plunge. Learn from your mistakes, your failures, and move forward. I have a quote: you are the only person who can really label what you do when you find and embrace failure as a friend. What do I mean by that? If failing was your friend, you would grab arms, lock arms, and move forward and be there to pick each other up. It's the same thing with failure. Having a plan. It's not enough just to sit there and go, oh, I don't want to ever do that again. It's learning from it, putting a plan into action so those same mistakes are not repeated. I can tell you, when I first started being a Beachbody coach, I had this big fear of putting myself out there. I had this big transformation. I wasn't at my goal weight, but I just had this feeling in my gut. I had to do this. So I did. I put myself out there on the internet, and guess what? One person joined my first challenge group. You would probably think that was a failure. Most would probably quit. But I was determined. I had a goal. I had a vision, what I wanted to do, how Beachbody was going to be able to be that bridge to get where I was going. I had my first Shake and Share. So many people wanted to try Shakeology, and about 15 people responded to coming to my Shake and Share. Guess what? It was just me. I would think most would say that's a failure. But I was willing to learn from it. How am I going to do better? What can I do to move forward and not backwards? So no matter where you're at in your life, are you embracing failure? Are you looking at it as something that's going to grow your character? When you're sitting there comfortable in life and not stepping out of your comfort zone, your character is not really being expanded. But rather, when you're tested, put to the limits, and really seeing what you're made of, that is when true character is built. So as you move forward today, no matter where you're at in your life, are you going to embrace failure as part of moving forward and reaching the goals and dreams you always wanted? Or are you just going to settle for average and not make a difference? I challenge you to read the book, If Failing is Something That You Struggle With, by John C. Maxwell. Have a good day, guys.